Hello, you're welcome to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how to draft a tube dress with underbust yoke. Unlike the usual yoke that stops above the bust, but this one is going to stop under the bust. Okay, so please sit tight and enjoy. So I'm drafting the basic bodies first. This is the bust point. You measure your bust point and rule. Then I'll measure the under bust from your shoulder to the under bust. The first one is from your shoulder to your bust. Then I'm measuring the waistline now. So this is the under bust and this is the waistline. So that's how we have the three lines. Then 3 inches for the neck width and the shoulder divided by 2. Okay, then at the shoulder you come down, you connect it to the neckline. You come down by 1 inch. Then you measure the armhole. Make sure the same thing you have at the shoulder, you are taking it to that same point in order to have a perfect upper chest line and also a perfect armhole. Okay, so this is the armhole. Then the same line that I measure for the armhole, you find the midpoint of it and come in by 3/4 inch. Like this. Okay, so now on the waistline now, so I just went ahead to label all this. On the waistline, you measure the nipple to nipple distance divided by 2. Okay, that's the bust distance divided by 2. I think I'm using 3/4 for this. That's 3.75 for this. So you measure it all through waistline, under bust and bust point, just like this. Okay, so now I'm just drawing out the chest line. That's the extension from the armhole. Okay, then you decide how deep you want your neckline to be, the tube neckline. So I think I measured about 6 or 6.5 from the shoulder. Okay, so now we need to connect that distance to our shoulder. So I went on to my shoulder and divided by 2. I find the midpoint of the shoulder just this way. Then I'll connect it to the bust point. See the way it is, I'm connected to the bust point. Then I went to the waistline to measure 1 inch. 1 inch on each side of the dart line, from the waistline to the under bust. Then from the under bust, you connect it to the bust point with your curved ruler on both sides. Okay, now on your desired tube line now, you connect it also to the bust point with a curved ruler. It might not be so curved, but at least it's not a straight line. So you connect it this way, and it's the same 1 inch on both sides on your desired tube neckline. So first you need to decide how deep you want your tube to be. So now, in order to create a straight sweetheart, you come in from the actual neckline, your tube neckline, and just create a curve. So I think where I came down to rested on my chest line. So this is when you can use your ruler or you use your freehand. You can see it's almost the same. So this is how it's going to be. Okay, so I'm going to fix in 1/4 of my bust round on the upper chest line. Then whatever you have from the dart, you add it. So I think the whole space of the dart is about 3/4. So you measure it, not the 2 inches, please. Then you went to the waistline also, 1/4 of your waist round. Then 2 inches for the dart. then 2 inches for seam allowance. On the chest line also, we also fixed in the 2 inches for seam allowance. Then you connect it this way. So for the tube, this is what we have. Then I will be creating a chest line, a bust dart. So I just came down 1 inch from the bust line, and then I connect it to the bust point because I realized this. So I'll go ahead and draft the back piece also. So I measure the bust point and the waistline. Okay, then you connect it this way. Then I'll measure 1 inch for zipper allowance. Okay, so that's for the zipper allowance. Then the neck width 3 inches and the shoulder plus ease. Then you come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and fixing your armhole. And in getting your armhole, you know it's your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. That's how to get your armhole depth. Yes, this line I just draw, yes, that's the armhole depth. Okay, then for the back, it's just a simple curve like this. Okay, then I'll fix in a quarter. Okay, I want to extend my neckline, my upper chest line rather. For the back, it can, it can be low. Okay, then fixing my dart, nipple to nipple distance divided by 2. You fix in the dart placement till your upper chest line like this. Then you decide the kind of dart you want. So I'll just be using the basic dart for the back. Okay, so I'll just fix measure ½ inch on both sides and connect it this way. Okay, so it depends on the kind of dart you want, but I think this is simple enough. Then a quarter of my bust round, yes, plus 2 inches is seam allowance. Then on the waistline also, a quarter of your waist round plus 1 inch for that and 2 inches for seam allowance. You will connect it this way. So now at your center back now, I'll be coming down by ½ inch. This is just to enable my center back to, my tube at the center back to be relaxed so that it won't be pointed upward when after sewing. Okay, so this is just it. And we'll cut out the tube. It's as simple as this. Then in case you'll be working on a normal yoke, you go ahead and work on the pad. So now for this kind of tube, which is tube with under bust yoke. So now I'll go ahead and measure another body, but it's going to stop at my under bust. So I'll still measure my bust points. Okay, sorry, I need to deduct 3/4 inch from the waistline of the back and connect it this way. This is to remove any bulkiness at the back, so to make your back to be smart. So I measure the bust point again, which is 10.5, and the under bust of this, I think it's about 15 inches or 15 and a half. So this one I'm not extending it to the waistline. There's a bust point and under bust. This is for the yoke, our under bust yoke. Then the neck width 3, the shoulder measurements plus half for each. Then I'll come down by half. I'll come down by 1 inch. Okay, and remember, whatever you have at the shoulder, you also bring it down to your upper chest. Okay, so I need to be sure my line is straight. I love working with straight lines, please, or accurate lines rather, accurate measurement. So find the midpoint of this, come in by 3/4 inch or half inch in order to create a perfect curve for the front, like this. We did the same thing for the upper bodice. Okay, so now I'm going to extend the neckline to 3.5, and the neck depth now will be 4 or whatever you want. Okay, so now fixing a quarter of my bust round plus 2 inches, and also on the waist round a quarter of my waist round. This one won't be that here. Then 2 inches, and you can use net or any plain fabric you want, or lace for this, so there's no need for that. So also for the back, I went ahead to do the same thing. Measure from the shoulder down to the under bust. This is the back. So sorry, I don't know, the camera didn't really capture everything, but it's just the basic bodies for the back, just the same thing we did earlier. So for the neck depth at the back, you decide how deep you want your neckline to be, but remember your neck width should be the same, front and back should be the same. Okay, so I think I decided to use 2 inches again for the neck depth for the back. I don't want it to be so deep. Now on the upper chest line, now we're fixing a quarter of a bust round, then 2 inches for seam allowance. Then on the other bust line, also fixing a quarter of your waist round plus 2 inches seam allowance. So this is what we have for the back. It's as simple as that. Then as per the smartness at the back, I removed some inches also at the under bust. But this yoke will still come over the main fabric. So even if any part that is not properly done, everything will align together. So go ahead and cut it out carefully. Remember, this is the under bust yoke. So now this is the tube. We'll cut out the tube carefully. You remove the darts carefully, please. Then this is the bust dart. You slash it open almost to the edge and cover it like this. So if you have a masking tape or a sellotape whatsoever, use it and secure it. Okay, then we'll cut the back yoke also. It's a tube, so you cut it out this way. We are not using the upper part because we have a yoke. We have an underbust yoke. So this is how it's going to be. The yoke is going to come over the tube and stop at the underbust line. So I went ahead to cut out the fabric. This is all that we're going to use for this. This is the center front. This is the tube. The center front and the side part. You can see I cut out the fabric, the interfacing and the lining. Okay, this is for the tube. And this is the yoke, our underbust yoke for the front. So I'll be using this net lace or this lace. So this is going to be, you join the tube first and bring the yoke over. Okay, so it's actually a beautiful style. So just to show us how it's going to, and this is the breast pad. I have a video on how to cut the perfect breast pad for your busting, so you can check it out on the channel. And also the back, this is how it's going to be, also the tube and the under bust yoke. Okay, Okay, so I've joined the tube. This is the tube part. You can see the tube is beautiful. This is it. The cup is well formed, and this is the lace, which is our underbust yoke. So you put it this way. So make sure you mark your underbust line or know the distance from your waistline to your underbust. This will help you also. Or you just locate where your breast pad stop. That's another clue. Just exactly the line where your breast pad stop under the breast. So just attach this one to it. So you might need to fold it over and top stitch. I think that's the best way you can do it, but you might need to secure it with pins first, as this will make your work easier and less stressful when sewing the net over. Remember to secure with pin, just the way I'm doing this. So this is it. Then we'll do the same thing for the back also. You know, we have two pieces for the back. Because of the zipper, the center back is open because of zip. So you do the same thing also for the back. You know, there's no breast part to guide us here, so just know the distance from your waist to your under bust. So I did that. I think I chalked it. I used chalk to indicate, and it has to be accurate on both sides. Please note that it has to be accurate. And you use pin to secure it first also before you go to the sewing machine. So this is it. This is what you look like. Then when you are done, you bring the fronts together, right side to right side, so that you join it at the shoulder, and also you turn the neck maybe with bias. So this is the end result. This is what it came out. So you can see the net at the under bust. Sorry, the flounce is covering it, but now you can still see it, and you can see the tube underneath. Okay, so it's actually a simple and interesting style. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Also feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.